Okay guys, today we are going to be attempting Chapter 12 EX1, and the thing about the stage is you want to get all 3 missions done, so you have to do it with 0 characters withdrawn, with 1 character withdrawn at most, and then within 15 turns. You can get all these missions done in separate runs. It's more ideal obviously to get them all done in 1 run if you can, but the hardest thing about this particular EX stage is getting it done without any characters dying, because after 7 turns Blue Gojo leaves, and that's what makes it really hard. And right now on global, Blue Gojo is the best blue DPS. Now on JP, this would be a lot easier if you had Sukuna, right? Because Sukuna can heal himself and he's just insane. It makes this stage like easy peasy. But with Blue Gojo, it's kind of hard to get it done within the amount of turns that you want to get it done at. So right now my Gojo is level 103. Let me show you where his skills are at. So we have level 9 on skill 1, level 8, level 9, and level 9. Pretty decently leveled up skills right there. Just so you can see that. And then Gato is definitely going to be a character that I know not a lot of people have. Okay, I would say he is going to be necessary though in order to get this done in 1 run, all 3 missions. Now if you don't have these characters on the main slots, there is other options to get the missions done separately. I'll talk about that here in a second. But then on the sub slot here, I have Itadori, just in case Gojo goes away and I don't get it done in the amount of turns. I think it's going to take a little bit of RNG to make it work with Gojo for how hard he hits, but we'll see how it goes. Now, if we were to build another team that worked for this stage, actually, let me switch here. Let's go with this team. So I would probably go with something like Red Inomaki. I'd probably go with Hanami wherever she is. So I would go with like these 2, definitely really good stall characters. And then whatever blue character you have that's going to be halfway decent. You could probably honestly run even like a blue Maki here. Blue SR Maki would work. If you have Jogo, you could run Jogo. You could run basically any blue character that's not going to go away. Don't run Blue Gojo because he'll go away, but any blue characters I would recommend if you have Itadori for sure. I would go something maybe like this, and then who else would be a good blue character to run right here? I don't know. Honestly, I'm kind of a fan of this Maki, even though she's a defender. She's not terrible. So I might would go something like this. You could also go for, you don't have to do a blue character. You could run something like Yuta for the healing as well. Something like this would work as a stall team because you got a bunch of damage reduction here. You got the healing from Yuta. You could have some pretty good damage. You might want to put non-standard on Yuta here is how I'd probably format it. And you could also run like this recollection on Itadori. And then he has 2 reses, which is kind of insane. And he draws aggro when one of your other characters gets low. This Itadori would be really good. I know not a lot of people have him either, but he is, you know, you can switch him out for other characters pretty easily. I just like him because he's going to give Yuta his ultimate faster, and he's going to be able to draw aggro when one of your other characters gets low or whatnot. And the recollections I have on these 2 are actually pretty ideal, but what you could do is you could switch out like this one. If you're looking for a stall team, you could switch to something like this where it has healing and defense for your team, and that would work out pretty well. And then on the sub slot, you could put Gojo. Ideally, though, you're doing this without losing any characters, so the sub slot character doesn't matter. But this is like sort of a type of team I would run if I was going to go for the no character loss mission. Ideally, I do that here with just this team. I'm able to do it without losing any characters, but I think the biggest problem is just going to be Gojo. So we'll see. Well, let's get into it and let's try it out. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and do this. We'll activate the buff, and we'll do this, and what do we want to do? Let's skill 2 right here. Alright, they decided to hit Gato for whatever reason. I guess that's fine. Skill 3 here. And then skill 1 right here. Of course, we didn't kill that guy. Go like that. Alright, buff. Self buff. Alright, and we'll debuff him. Do that and self buff one more time. Alright, debuff, skill 1, buff, and ult. Okay, 4 million is pretty good. Alright, how much health does he have left? He has 3 million left. I don't think we get it done here. But we'll try. We'll try. Oh, that was a nice break. We were really close on damage. Dang it. Alright, so maybe not quite all 3 missions done. We can do it with just one character, leaving the 1,500,000 health left for him. We don't have enough to do the skill 2 to increase damage taken, so we'll do this. Do a buff here. And give him ultimate gauge, I think. Would be a pretty good move. Alright, he still has some damage taken increase, so we'll go ahead and take advantage of that. Not do that, we'll do Uzumaki. Then skill 2. We are on turn 9, so we'll get 2 of the missions done at least. And then if you want the 3rd mission done, you just do it without Gojo, obviously, for a stall team. Okay. Buff, skill 2. Assuming he doesn't kill anyone here, I guess I should say. Who's he gonna attack? Okay, Yaga's still alive. Now Itadori's drawing aggro, so that's good. 373,000. That's why having Itadori as a character can be useful. Skill 2, buff. It doesn't matter. Skill 1, skill 2. Itadori does have the res if we end up needing it. Everyone but Yaga being disrupted is kind of annoying. Let's see if Itadori is able to get his ult off. Nope. Somehow he survived that. Okay, my goat. Boom. There we go. Alright, Itadori should be able to finish it up regardless. Alright, so you don't have to have Itadori in the sub slot. Itadori is just a decent blue damage dealer replacement. So, there we go. Alright, 2 out of 3 stars ain't bad. It could have been a little bit better. If Gojo hits the crit, when he ults, it's definitely doable. Or he hits the crit on the skill 1 afterwards, it's doable. Unfortunately, it just takes a bit of resetting to do that. So you can keep trying until you get 0 characters withdrawn with this particular team here and make it work. But the other option would be to do like a stall team, and that's going to take you probably more than 15 turns, but you can run like Hanami and Inumaki together. And then with that stall team, you would be able to get this done without any characters dying eventually. Just keep that in mind, but it is going to take a bit of time. So hopefully, I guess this video helps you out, gives you an idea of how to at least get those 2 missions done. And you could technically, I still stand by, you can get it done with 0 characters withdrawn. It just takes a little bit of RNG and getting the crit with Gojo. But yeah, hopefully that helps. And if you guys did enjoy the video, please consider going down there, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button. And thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.